Hi, I'm Madden, and I'm going to be doing a speech about swine production. This is my audience. Hello, hello, and the dog. Okay, so I'm sure that all of you have eaten a form of meat in some way. When people hear about me raising and selling pigs, they think that I get asked, well, why do you do that? Why would you raise and sell pigs? Why not just have them as pets? Because they're so cute. Well, one day I asked a girl, I said, where do you think that your meat comes from? She said, well, I get it out of the meat section at the grocery store. And I thought, how can people not know where meat actually comes from? So I'm going to tell everyone. I raised and showed and sold pigs for 7 years in the SSA program. I have raised breed champion pigs and worked really hard to achieve what I've achieved in my life so far. Knowing the work and skills that it takes to raise these animals may make people understand what actually happens and where their meat comes that they eat every single day, and they just never knew about it before. So I will explain the different procedures it takes to raise livestock. I'll be using swine, also known as pigs, as my main animals because that's what I'm an expert in. The first thing that you have to do when you have swine is swine selection. Usually pigs are artificially inseminated, so you already know what their young is going to look like. You want your pigs to have special qualities, so the qualities that the male pig doesn't have, you want the female pig that you're breeding him with to have, so that they create the perfect pig. You want them to be square, meaning that you want their shoulders and hams to look square when you look at them from like the front or the back. You want them to be completely even. You want their backs to be flat. This makes the meat on their back to be even and muscled, and the muscles taste better when they are muscled evenly. You want their tail set to be a little bit high, so where their tail sits instead of being low, it's high, so that their hams are set correctly. If it's low, that means the hams are off. And you want them to be bulky and muscular. A lot of fat is bad, but a little bit's okay. With these different qualities, you can have a great pig if it's raised right. So raising it entails feeding it. So when pigs are young, you feed them a grower feed, which is high in amino acids, and so it makes them more energetic so that they grow properly without gaining too much fat. This feed is usually used until they're about 6 months old. So you get them when they're about 3 months old and when they're 6 months old. And then you get them into a finisher feed, which is more filling, and it doesn't really have any quality in it. It's just basically a feed to keep them full, not making them hungry all the time because you don't want to make them too fat. Proper feeds make the pigs grow to their full potential and makes their meat taste better in the end. Next is working the pigs. When you work a pig, working them out and walking them is very important. Having them stand around all day and do nothing can make their meat fat and gross tasting. It makes it not have any texture really. It's kind of gross. An easy way to work them out is to put their feed at one end of a pen and their water at the complete other end of the pen on a hill. That way when they want to eat, they have to go up the hill. When they want to drink, they have to go down the hill, and it keeps them running up and down the hill all day. And then just taking them out and having them walk with you. Not only is this fun for the animal because they think that they're being played with, but it's good exercise. And they have fun doing it, and they'll run around and be a little weird, but it's fun for them. This not only makes the meat better, it makes the pigs happy. And so, yes, the pigs are going to be processed for somebody, but they have a good life before that comes. So they don't even know what's happening. They just have a good life. So all the meat is not just something that you get from a meat section of a grocery store. It's something that's been actually carefully selected and raised to make the perfect meat product. It's kind of like a tomato. You have a garden and you feed it and water it and give it sun, make sure it has the proper sun and it's beautiful, and you wait and wait and wait, and then this little green thing comes up and then you're so excited. and then all of a sudden you have this perfect tomato that you take it out and you get to eat it and it's delicious. It's kind of the same thing. So number one.